Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Sometimes I'm not even that confident about what I want to make, but if I just say life and death are in the power of the tongue. And so, oh yes, it was. Hey guys, welcome once again. If you're new here, my name is Kemafrik and I'm glad to have you here. For the OGs, guys, I don't know what to say to you guys. You have been awesome. We started out this year with about 4,000 subscribers and we're ending up the year with about 13,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for being a part of the family. I appreciate you guys. You have no idea. In this video, I'll be sharing some insights and strategies you can use to make your business better in the upcoming year. The truth is, if you keep doing things the way you have been doing it, then you shouldn't expect a different result. So that's why once in a while, opportunities present itself for you to re-strategize, to reassess. We all want to grow, right? We all want our business to bloom. So some of these are insights I'll be using for myself, strategies I'll be using for myself. And because we are all about lifting others up on this channel, I want to share with you so that you can sieve it, adopt those that work for your business, discard those that doesn't work for your business, add to it if you need to, and most importantly, implement these things and watch your business grow in the coming year. Let me not say 2022 again, because somebody somewhere might watch this in 2025 and I still want this to be relevant. So we all know that on a normal day, there's really no difference between the 31st of December and the 1st of January. It's just another day. The way yesterday, today, there's really no difference. But God has placed times and seasons there for a purpose. And we like to seize these opportunities to start over again, like to reassess our lives, different aspects of our lives, not just in business. And imagine if we didn't have hours. It just helps us to number our days, to assess our lives, to restart some things, to have fresh starts where we need to. And it all starts with our mindset, right? Just having that mindset that, yes, this is something new. I can choose to do something new. I can choose to do better than I have always done. So that's just one of the importance of times and seasons. They are there for a purpose. And in as much as resolutions fail, we have people putting New Year resolutions, and before the second month of the year, they've all gone into the drain. At the same time, we can't discard the importance of having that mindset of starting afresh, taking a breath of fresh air and exhaling. You understand what I mean? So in the upcoming year, even before the year rounds up, depending on when you are watching this, you need to look at your business, table your business down. Prior to now, I assume you have your book where you record sales, income, expenditure, expenses, and all that. And so pick up your book, do your calculations, check what has worked most for your business, what has not worked, what part of your business is acting like a time waster, because sometimes there's always that aspect of the business that sucks up so much time without yielding so much or making much impact in people's lives. So be very objective, and if need be, involve somebody else. Let them help you achieve clarity when it comes to assessing your business. You know, sometimes we have this sentimental attachment to what we do. This is my baby, and even if it's not working, you want to hang on to it. You just want to embrace it and keep doing it. Yeah, that's great, but just be realistic and check out what has been working in your business. For fashion designers, for instance, we have different aspects of fashion designing, and I personally have assessed bespoke to be something that isn't working for me because it was taking so much of my time without yielding so much or imparting so much. Those two things. So assess how that aspect of your business affects lives, and also assess how much it yields in finance, how much profit is giving your business, how much growth is helping your business to achieve. So that's personal for me, and there are a lot of factors responsible for this. I made a video when I decided I was going to drop bespoke tailoring as a part of my business because my environment affects it so much. It was taking so much time, and I also have some parts of the business which I do. Not everybody can do it, and that aspect was suffering because I didn't have time to attend to it. Well, that's on my own side anyway. So table your books down and check out what's working, what is not working, what can I do differently, okay? That's the first thing, reassessing your business. Secondly, you have to work on your mindset and be ready to do something different in the upcoming year. Like I said, you can't use the same modus operandi you use for this year, for the upcoming year, and expect a different result. Open up your mind to change, embrace change. Once you have assessed that this part of the business is not working for me, be willing to drop it so that you can embrace and do the part that is actually working to make it better, and make it better so that you can leverage on those aspects. One of our problems is we try to do so many things, like you want to be the master of this, master of that. That saying, jack of all trade, master of none, is actually true. Even though we like to be jack of all trade, master of all trade, but it's not realistic because we have the same portion of time given to us, the same 24 hours in a day, and you can only be good at what you give time to. So be willing to embrace change in the coming year. Don't be sentimental about the choices you're making in the upcoming year. The next thing you should do is to set realistic goals for the coming year. Guys, I took a look at the goals I set when I was entering this year, and I was like, God, Kemi, what were you thinking? Are you a superwoman or what? Because I looked through them, I couldn't do a lot of the things written there because they were just too much. They were not realistic. How can I be a master of ready-to-wear and master fashion school and master bespoke and master? That was why somewhere within this year I had to cut down on some things, and that has helped me to be more productive in the aspects I love and in the aspect that we're yielding more in terms of impact and profit. So make sure the goals you are setting for the upcoming year is smart. Smart in that it's specific. That don't say I want to make money I want to make money next year. That's not a goal. Your goal has to be like, I want to make $1 million. Okay, that's possible, right? Or you can say I want to make, there's a long-term goal and a short-term goal. Okay, you have to have a long-term goal. And don't be afraid to shoot high, but at the same time, be realistic. Be realistic. Don't be afraid to aim high, but still make sure it's realistic. Okay, let your goal push you. Don't put a goal you are within your comfort zone that you know you can just do easily. That way, that's not the goal. The goal is to get better, to aim higher, and to do things better to grow your business. So when setting your goal, make it stretch yourself. Basically, stretch yourself. And make sure it is still realistic. You can still do it. It's still within your power. So you can say, I want to make $1 million per month. Or I want to make $1 million per quarter, depending on where you are at your business. So your goal has to be specific. Name them. Give them a name. Don't just be open-ended. I want to create many videos in the next year. No, that's not a goal. Your goal has to be like, I want to create 52 videos. That's a video per week, right? So that will be your long-term goal relative to the year, because the year is the entire time frame we are working with right now. So, and then you then have weekly goals, the things you need to do per week to help you achieve that high aim. If, for instance, you are aiming for 1,000, see, God, you want to expand my territory. That's why I'm naming dollar, $1 million. Dollars are flying everywhere in my heart. God. So guys, if your aim is to make, let's say, $1 million per month or per quarter, then you know that, okay, let's say per quarter, your aim is to make $1 million per quarter in profit, not just in cash flow. So if your aim is to make, let's say, $1 million per quarter in profit, you should know that, okay, that means per month I need 250,000 naira in profit per month to realize that goal, and that will be like your short-term goals. And once those goals are set, you then have to highlight, what do I need to do to achieve this? Don't just leave it there and say, God, from my mouth onto your ears, it will come to realization. It won't come to realization. Highlight those activities that will help you achieve that goal. I will advise you work with the short-time goals when it comes to creating activities that will work for you. For instance, if you're looking at the whole quarter, you want to get so amount in the whole quarter, and you're like, it's the whole quarter now, and then you start living your life normally, you don't do anything about it, you're just hoping, praying, wishing. Those things don't work if you don't work. So set those goals, break them down, and see what you can do per week and then per day to help you realize this your aim. So I was saying your goal should be SMART, so which is specific, measurable, okay, achievable, realistic, and time bound. Those 5 things are very important. So when you're setting your goals, specifically mention what you want. Don't summarize it and don't overlook. I mean, just pay attention to details, okay? They must be measurable. When I was talking about putting a specific amount, a specific, weight, whatever you want to achieve, it should be something you can measure it. It should be attainable or achievable. I hope I'm right with this A part. I'm not very sure. But yeah, it should be achievable. It should not be overboard. You just let it not just be your wish. Let it be something you think you can do, okay? And then it should be realistic. Don't create unrealistic goals. And then it should be time bound. If you don't block your time, your life will just keep going on auto run. So you have to, even in your daily tasks, you say, okay, within 2 hours, within the next 2 hours, this is what I want to do. That's how to be productive. Within the next 5 hours, this is what I want to achieve. Rather than just leaving it to free will, let it just flow, you end up not achieving so much. So your goal has to be time bound. SMART goals, okay? Guys, we are setting SMART goals in the coming year, right? Good. Now you have your goal, right? How are you going to achieve it? You need to set structures and processes that will help you achieve your goal. For instance, you're into bespoke tailoring. It's not every time you'll be the one to measure, you'll be the one to go and cut. Even sometimes, some of us have people working for us, but because we are so attracted to the job, we are so passionate about what we do, we don't even allow them handle those things. Sometimes you think you are the best person or the only person that can do some certain tasks. Some people can do it better than you. Just live with that fact. And sometimes, even if you are the best person, let the people under you grow. Let them flex their muscles. It can only get better. That's the only way to make your business grow. I keep saying these things. If you don't learn to delegate, you see, most high achievers, one very key thing you will notice is that they know how to work with people. They know how to make people work for them. They don't try to do it on their own. We all have 24 hours in a day. There's only little you can do. Your body still needs to rest. Don't stress yourself up trying to do everything. Delegate. If you need a tailor, get a tailor. If you need a receptionist, get a receptionist. Get somebody to attend to your customers. Get somebody to edit. Get somebody to manage your social media if you can afford it. Okay, some of us cannot afford it yet, and we are just freelancing and doing things on our own. Even at that, there are things you can still delegate. For instance, maybe you want to create graphics. Instead of spending 3 hours to create a graphics you are not even that good at creating, just call somebody to do it. Most times these days, some jobs can be done through freelancing. It's not like you have to employ so many people in your workspace. Some of us don't even have the space, but you can allow people to do remote work for you, like editing your pictures. If you're into videos, editing videos, and all of this still goes back to how much you are willing to invest. And you just have to cross-check if all of this, what is worth delegating, don't do it. That's basically what I'm saying. Don't be too sentimental about it. And sometimes you think you are saving money by doing it yourself. No, you are not saving money, because by delegating, you'll be able to do more. You'll be able to pay those people you are giving tasks to, and you will grow. So trying to do it yourself is not the way to go. It is okay to start like that. You guys know on this channel that I'm an advocate for small beginnings. Start small. Start in your workspace. Start at home. In as much as that is important, you have to expand your mentality to think beyond that and always implement things that will help you scale up your business. So delegate. Delegate to, I can't say this enough. Don't try to do everything by yourself. See, and there was a time when I was the only one working here, and I know what I was able to do. I know what I was able to earn compared to when I employed people to join me and I gained help from different quarters. So many designers you admire, many celebrity designers that you look at there, well, some of them are not the ones sewing. Just today I saw a post by Fumi Sonny of Top Fashion where she talked about the benefits of learning from other people and the fact that not many designers we praise, they're not the ones actually sewing. They know how to focus on other parts of the business, to market their business, to make noise on social media, to model, you know, to structure things that will give their business a very good outlook, that will end up attracting more clients and more progress at the end of the day. So don't have that small mind, expand your mind. Okay, thank you. God, I actually mixed delegating with setting up structures. There are two different things actually. Okay, let's assume I've treated delegating. So set up structures and processes. Some of us are into bespoke tailoring and we don't even have a price list. It's when a customer comes, that's when we'll be saying, hey, okay, it's 10,000 naira. No, I will buy lining 1,000 naira. I will buy. You start arguing with your customer. Some of those things are not necessary. Have a printout of where you put your price list for each type of style and each type of fabric, because it takes more to sew a lace fabric than it takes to sew Ankara. If it's kaftan, you are going to sew it differently from skirt and blouse. You understand what I mean? Have a price list that you can just show your customers. No need to start over negotiating. If you decide to give a discount, that's just left to you and at your own, you know, discretion. Don't let it be that you are forced to, or you just manage to, or you just stop. All of that needs to stop in the upcoming year. You have to stop it, and you even have to stop it now, so that it's not next year that you start trying to start this habit. So set structures and processes to help you scale up your business. Have a price list. Have maybe a list of your services. Have automate. If you're into online classes, you can try automating your processes so that when people just pay, they just access the course immediately. Get help in every way that you can. Let your process be smooth. Let it be that when your client bring their fabric, this is next. At least they know that they should pay deposit. Sometimes some of us is when the customers come, that's when we start. No, you must drop deposit. Say, I will come and collect it when I finish. I will just laugh and we'll let the person go. All of those things should be clearly stated. Have terms and conditions, especially if you're into rentals. If you're going to be renting your outfit, let them know whether they have to dry clean. Let them know if when they need to return, and have it all stated down so that you don't start racking your head and having a headache. Let your customers sign contracts if need be. All of this process, it just has a way of easing your mind of some stress that you will have been worried and sick about, and all of this affects your health at the end of the day. If you don't set up processes or delegate, it ends up weighing you down and you are less productive than you will have been on a normal day. Next, I'll talk about distractions and eliminating distractions. Actually, oh God, some of us, we are on social media much more than we are at our job. Yes, for business owners like myself, I spend a lot of time online, but I'm not just scrolling through other people's feed or just consuming. If you will be online, let it be that you are on the producing side. See, social media is distracting. Let's tell ourselves the truth. Even if you are producing, you are creating content on social media, you still end up watching other people's content for hours that will have been channeled into productive work. So what I will advise is create time blocks where you need to just focus on a part of your business, and create a specific time where you go online, upload content, maybe like a few posts. Put alarm, just say 1 hour max in a day where you go online, quickly update yourself, create content, post, like some comments, respond to some comments, and you're out of it. Else, if you are just mindlessly scrolling, you end up spending so much hour. My phone has this software or app that helps you monitor how much time you have used online per day, per week. And if you look at it, guys, I'm sure if most of us look at it, you'll see that you're spending so much time online. Yeah, I know the world is going digital, but those that are making it right now are those that focus on doing the actual work. Your work may be online, your actual work may be online, okay? For instance, I realized that bulk of my work is online as well. Marketing, creating content, uploading, creating thumbnail. So that ends up keeping me online for a lot. But if you're not doing any of those things, you are just looking at other people's feed, you are consuming what other people, you are laughing at their jokes, all of these things, they are distracting and you end up not being productive. It's even better if you are reading, if you're studying, then we know that you are reading, or you're building your mind, or you are practicing your craft, or you're getting better generally at your business. But mindlessly scrolling through social media, just be scrolling and be scrolling, you're going to end up hurting yourself and hurting your business, because it will affect you psychologically and you'll have ended up wasting so much valuable time. That's part of your life wasting. That's how I see time. Time is money, but then time is life. The time you're spending here is your life. Basically, that's why I don't like things like traffic hold up and all of that, because I feel my time is wasting right there. That's why I can't live in Lagos. That's why I can't live in Lagos. Lagosians, how are you guys doing it? So what I'm saying basically is make better use of your time and avoid distractions. Sometimes you need to focus on a particular work and you find yourself social media. I think social media is the most distracting thing ever, and sometimes I wonder how students even cope now, because we didn't have so much distractions when we were in school. But these days, they're just so much. In as much as they need to do their work, their schoolwork online, like I said, you still end up wasting so much time online, except you are deliberate. See, one of the things that will make you to progress right now is discipline. Discipline in any aspect of your life. Discipline to say, this is what I want to consume, this is what I don't want in my life. This is what I want to use my time for, this is what I don't want to use my time for. And the ability to follow through. Well, discipline is already that ability to follow through, because it's easy to say these things without following it through. Discipline yourself, remove all sorts of distractions. Don't be online when you ought to be sewing. Don't be online scrolling when you ought to be creating a campaign. So use your time well. That will make so much difference. Personally, that's one thing I'm working on, even for myself. Like I mentioned, I do so much work online. These days, I think I may even be doing so much work online than I am physically. Apart from the fact that I create content like this, it's still for my online world. So creating that balance, do you really need to be online? If not, focus more on the physical work. Next, invest in yourself and in your business in the coming year. You might have been doing that already. If you have, do more of it. You can't give what you don't have. You're only as good as what you consume. Okay, so you look at other people's work and you feel like, this person is good, I like it. I wish I can do it. That is just wishful thinking. If you don't decide to enroll for a class, learn, read about it, you won't still be able to do it. You'll just keep being at the spectative part of life, looking at what other people are doing. You are only as good as what you consume. So invest in online classes, invest in physical classes, go for internship if you need to, study, read. Gone are the days when fashion designing was for only uneducated people, those that don't have any other thing to do, those that just want to pass time. No, it is now a serious business. So you need to study, enroll for classes, and get better. The space is very competitive. We have so many good fashion designers. Some people are naturally good. Some people are good because they have learned. Some people have done internship. People are just so good. Everybody is good. What's going to make you different? What's going to separate you from the crowd? That's just what will make a difference. Otherwise, you're just like every other person. I've realized that for fashion designing, in the pyramid, we have so many people at the bottom. So many people, they sew shift dress, they sew this, so many people can do that already. What's going to set you apart? What are you going to give to the public? What's that thing that is different about your brand? Some of you, it may be doing bespoke tailoring differently. Create awesome corsets, create awesome outfits, bespoke. Some of you, it's sitting down and creating designs for ready-to-wear pieces. You can create designs straight from your head, heavenly inspired designs, you know, and that's just your superpower. So whatever it is, learn more, invest in that thing, invest in it so that it can separate you from the crowd. And one other thing I think is important to note is you have to learn to know yourself. You have to know yourself, know what works for you, know what doesn't work for you. Some of us, we are forcing ourselves to do things we are not naturally inclined to, and that is even the foundation of the problem. Some people are gifted already in certain aspects. Instead of embracing it, you are running away from it. Work on those things, invest more in those things. Learn. Talent is not enough, but when you invest in your talent, you just stand out. Because some people are doing it, it's not their talent, but they are doing it well. But when God has gifted you those things already, and you are vested in it, that separates you from the crowd. So investing in yourself may include enrolling for classes, increasing your knowledge base, sharpening your skills. It may also involve investing in your fitness. Yes, fashion designing is a thing, but when you're able to come out and model your outfits and you are fit, you're trimmed down, you know, you look good. Even if you are plus size, we have plus size models. Just make sure you exercise, you eat well. All of those things are still investing in yourself. Take care of yourself, basically. If you have any health issues, attend to it. Your mental well-being is important. Embrace having family time. Create time for things that are important for you. That's still investing in yourself, because all of this work together to put you in the right frame of mind to be productive and creative for your business. So once again, invest in yourself. So last but not the least, in fact, last but the best, pray. Guys, I've said it on one of my posts that anytime I want to make an outfit, sometimes I'm not even that confident about what I want to make, but if I just settle down first and pray about it, boom, at the end of the day, that outfit will come out fabulous. So this applies to whatever you are doing. In fact, before the year starts, speak into the year. Pray about it. Aside praying, speak into the year. See, life and death are in the power of the tongue. When God wanted to create heaven and earth, what did he do? He spoke. So the word of God brought forth life. And if you're a Christian, you already have that life of Christ in you, and you have that authority to speak things into existence. Don't join the people that will say, hey, this year is hard. Oh, it will be hard. How will it not be hard? When people are saying negative things, always profess the positive side of it. There's always a positive side to things. Do you realize that even when there is chaos all around the world, you can stand out? So look at the positive side of things and speak positively into your business. For instance, 2020 was a year where there was the pandemic, businesses closed down. But that year was the best of the previous years for me, because we grew. Imagine, I'm not sewing for people again, and that was when I was even able to focus and say, okay, I love doing this, I love creating content, let me create online classes, and those things ended up being more profitable for me than the other part of my business. Like I said, there are a lot of factors to consider. I'm not saying those things are better than bespoke tailoring. Don't get me wrong. Your environment will affect you, the kind of people around you will affect you. That's the whole pot on its own. But for me, I assessed that at that time, I was able to focus to do these things, and at the end of the day, my business grew, we expanded, we had an actual fashion academy, and it was just an awesome year for me in business. So what am I trying to say? I'm just saying, don't focus on the negative always. Pray, have faith, then speak what you want to see into existence. My business blossoms, my business grows. I am outstanding at what I do. God, I'm so good at this. My hands are blessed. My hands is productive. Whatever I do, I prosper. If you have a fashion academy like mine, this place accommodates great mind. This place changes people's destiny. In this place, people realize their dreams, their purpose in life. This place gives peace. This environment is saturated with peace. We are profitable. We move from one level of glory to the other. Speak good things into existence. Life and death are in the power of the tongue. Whatever you say is very important. Some people may not agree with this, but even when it seems things are not working, just start praising. start praising and start speaking good things into your life. Even when you start praising, you start realizing that what you were doing beforehand was focusing on what was not working. Meanwhile, God is busy uplifting you in many aspects and making so many other things work for you. So embrace that attitude of thanksgiving so that you focus on what is working, and that will in turn help you grow in even what you think is not working. But if you allow yourself to dwell on what is not working, oh, it's not working, this way is not working, you will get depressed. You won't be able to do even the things you can do, and it's just a downhill from there onwards. So guys, it is important to pray. In case you're not a Christian, in the name of who you believe in, always pray and put God first in your business. It is very important. Don't overlook that. That's probably the most important point, and I've decided to place this as the last point so that it just sinks in as much as it needs to. And that will be all for this video. God bless you if you have taken time to watch this far. I know this is probably a long video and you watched till the end. Thank you for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if it has been a blessing to you. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Drop a comment in the comment section and share this video, because I believe other people may need to hear things like this. Sometimes you already know some of these things, but when you just hear it again, it has a way of gingering you. Is there really an English word like ginger? But yeah, it has a way of quickening you and helping you to do your part, which is implementation. So all of this needs to be implemented to see change. It is not enough to know, but you must act on what you know, and that will make you stand out from the crowd. Thank you for watching once again. See you in my next video, and see you in the coming year. Bye.